everyone! In this video, we're going to create a hit flash shader in URP. This effect is commonly used when a character takes damage or activates an ability. It's simple, but extremely useful. For this demo, I'm using a model from Sketchfab. I'll show the link on screen. Many people animate material properties using animation curves, but today we'll control everything directly inside the shader. This approach is more efficient and scalable. By swapping the pattern texture, we can create completely different flash styles. I also made a small custom tool that converts an animation curve into a texture. It's simple, but very powerful. With it, you can quickly generate many different flash patterns. I've linked the tool in the YouTube description, so feel free to check it out if you're interested. Alright, let's get started. First, create a new URP lit shader graph. Let's quickly set up the basic PBR textures and properties. For this model, we only need albedo and normal maps. Everything else can be controlled with simple float properties. We're almost there. Now let's create a material and assign our shader to it. Plug in the required textures and configure the properties. Great! The base setup is complete. Now let's add a Fresnel node to drive the emission. We'll expose Fresnel power, Fresnel intensity, and Fresnel color for better control. We clamp the value between 0 and 1, using saturate, so it can be used as a mask. The emission brightness is driven by the HDR color intensity. Let's preview the result. Nice! The Fresnel flash is working properly. Next, let's add opacity control. If we move the opacity slider manually, it works. But we want this value to animate automatically. As mentioned earlier, we'll use a pattern texture. With the custom tool, we can easily convert an animation curve into a texture. We'll only use the R channel, so we just need to configure a simple curve that goes up and then down. Once ready, set the export path and click Generate. Now, update the shader to sample the AR channel of our generated curve texture and apply it to opacity. For the UV, use frac, time multiplied by speed on the x-axis. This continuously loops values from 0 to 1, so the texture keeps repeating. For Y, we can simply use 0.5. Then multiply the sampled R value with the opacity input. Perfect! The great thing is that you can generate different curve textures and simply override them to preview and tweak different flash styles instantly. Lastly, let's add a time offset property. This allows different materials to flash at slightly different timings. In the next video, I'll show how to trigger this effect just once instead of looping. For damage or hit reactions, the flash needs to fire at the exact moment of impact, and then fade out naturally, not repeat over time. This makes the effect feel more precise and event-driven. That's all for today. I hope this was helpful and gave you a better understanding of how to build a controllable hit flash in Unity. Thanks for watching, and if you found this useful, please consider liking the video and subscribing for more shader content.